Hello and welcome once more to Red Gaming Tech. My name is Marta. Today is still the 28th of May and I have some news for you today from Bethesda as they have announced a new game by the name of BattleCry, which is a melee based multiplayer action game and it will be a free-to-play title for the PC. Now they haven't said one way or the other if it's going to be coming out for the next gen consoles, but it may do so. Now this will be developed by a new Texas-based development studio called BattleCry Studios, and the game they're working on is described as, quote, a fun and accessible free-to-play game featuring fast-paced and frenetic 32-player battles utilising melee weapons and crossbows. Now, this team will be led by the former BioWare Austin head Rich Vogel, and art direction will be done by Victor Antonov, who did Half-Life 2 and Dishonored, and BattleCry will feature a world in which gunpowder has been banned following a cataclysmic world war at the dawn of the 20th century. And the official blurb reads, quote, traditional warfare is now a relic of the past and all conflicts are settled head-on by elite teams of chosen warriors in sanctioned war zones. Trained and bred for battle, they face off for the glory of their nations. Players must fight with transformative melee and ranged weapons, including swords that transform into shields, bows that can punch an arrow straight through an armoured skull, or high-powered blades crackling with electrostatic energy. Now, we also have a little bit of a statement from Rich Vogel, who, as I said, is the president of BattleCry Studios, and he said that, quote, the BattleCry team is happy to unveil the game that bears our studio's name. We have been hard at work to create a fresh experience for gamers that brings multiplayer action together with visually stunning combat, and are excited to share details about the game and have people play BattleCry in Bethesda's booth at E3. Now, they have also released a trailer for the title, which of course is linked in the description below this video, and they also have a bit more information as they have, of course, just revealed the title. And I'm just going to read out the information here. They have a little bit about the combat, as they say, quote, take on the role of an elite warrior and engage in brutal, high-action, 32-player battles in a variety of gameplay modes. Responsive, smooth controls unleash violent, high-impact and stunning combo attacks previously reserved for modern brawlers. Dynamic movement allows you to seamlessly grapple, evade and mantle to quickly cover distances and evade the other team. Engage in combat and use the game's adrenaline system to unlock special powers for a short time, or conserve adrenaline to unleash your lethal ultimate ability when the time is right. In BattleCry, your skill, timing and teamwork create a diverse gameplay experience. Now, next they also gave a little bit of information regarding the sides you would be able to choose from. You have the powerful Royal Marines, the courageous Cossacks, and of course they will be revealing more as they come online. And you'll each be able to progress your chosen warrior by earning iron and advancing through the rank, and as you might expect, each rank will unlock new abilities and effects which will allow deep strategic builds. For example, they have classes including the Enforcer, who will wield a massive sword and a transformative shield to inflict and absorb damage, and then you have the Tech Archer, who has a, of course, as you might expect, long-range based battle style, and the Duelist, who uses blinding speed and stealth abilities to pick off unsuspecting enemies in isolation. Now, of course, they have just revealed the game. As they said, more information will be coming at E3. I expect we'll get a full sort of breakdown of each class and each rank and blah blah blah, and what exactly this type of gameplay you can expect. But at the moment the information is a little bit thin on the ground, but at least gives you an idea, and it kind of sounds like it's going to be slightly MOBA-esque, excuse me. Now, of course, the MOBA scene, or even the free-to-play scene in general, is very oversaturated at the moment. However, I feel like BattleCry will have a slight edge in terms of the fact that there's no guns in the game. It's going to be melee focused and of course bows and arrows and that sort of thing. I feel like the unique setting and the unique combat style will probably be enough to set it apart if it is indeed like a MOBA. It's kind of hard to say. It sounds like it from what they're saying, but of course until we see more information it's kind of tough to say one way or the other. But regardless, even if it is just a free-to-play sort of multiplayer brawler title rather than a straight-up MOBA, I feel like the focus on melee and these interesting transformative weapons will be enough to set it apart. But of course, how well it does remains to be seen. Do let me know your thoughts, guys, as to whether or not you'd be thinking about picking up BattleCry, or if you're going to reserve judgment until E3. Anyway, that is me done for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.